Thank you, ma'am.
The measure by Senator Dwayne San Nicolas that would make consumer fireworks legal again is causing some fireworks of its own. Senator Telo Taitague has emerged as the most vocal critic of the bill. She's introduced multiple amendments in a bid to increase safety and responsibility, but which supporters see as attempts to derail or at least water down the measure. At one point, it got a little too personal for San Nicolas.
And I'd like to ask, Madam Speaker, I'd like to ask the author of this legislation, does he plan on selling fireworks in his stores? I would like to ask. And not just, Madam Speaker, not just the author of the legislation, but every sitting senator here, do they plan on selling fireworks? I'd like to ask the question.
Point of personal privilege.
I'd like to ask the question.
Senator San Nicolas, please state your point of personal privilege.
Ma'am, I'm insulted by that question. All I've ever wanted was to make people happy. That's it. Just so they can enjoy fireworks, safe and sane. And I didn't plan on selling the fireworks. I didn't even actually think I was going to run. But they told me, they said, Senator or Sir, if that was the best way to get it through, rather than collecting signatures, it's best if you pass it on the floor yourself.
Taitague introduced various amendments to include imposing a tax on the fireworks and greatly limiting the times and days which they can be used, all of which failed.
Wait, you do me a favor, I'll vote for your bill. If you vote for my bill, that's what goes on, people. That's what goes on in this body. It's not in the best interest of you. This amendment was so simple. At least this amendment, you don't want to put any rules and regulations in here to make sure that it's safe on this island. You didn't want to do that. Then at least let's limit it. Limit it. And if everyone in here who wants to hate me because I'm standing up here fighting for what I think is right, then hate me. Oh my gosh, join the crowd. Join the crowd, because I'm not going to let this go. I wasn't elected to make deals on the floor. If you vote for my bill, I'll vote for yours, or get mad because I didn't vote.
Point of personal privilege,
there is nothing
Please state your point of personal
and
privilege. Senator San Nicolas, you have the floor. Please state your point of personal privilege.
She's accusing me of making deals. I don't make deals. I never go around asking people for their support.
Madam Chair,
I'm going to do that or do this.
Senator.
Senator Telo, give him some time.
Ma'am, I will.
All right.
Enough.
I've
Order,
never done
please.
that.
Senator San Nicolas has the floor. Senator Kanata, Senator Taitague, Senator San Nicolas has the floor. I've asked him to state his point of personal privilege. Please state.
What did I do to
Please state your point of personal privilege.
She's accusing me of making deals, and I don't do that. I don't do that. I've left everything up to the body and to them if they wanted to support it. I've never lobbied for this. I've never gone to the senators here to lobby for anybody. I've never made backroom deals. You're accusing the wrong person of doing that.
That was on Friday. When they picked up Monday morning, Taitague was all set to make yet another amendment, but Senator Chris Duenas challenged that, saying they already called for the question, which would effectively end further debate. But Speaker Therese Terlahi disagreed, this time prompting Vice Speaker Tina Barnes to ask repeatedly for a pause to sort it all out.
Madam Speaker, I'm asking for a moment's recess. There is a motion on the floor. It's not debatable.
There is no motion on the floor.
I am making it on a point of inquiry based on a timeline that needs to be looked at.
Vice Speaker, what is your motion?
For a moment's recess so that we can do a clarification.
You do not have the floor to make that motion.
Madam Speaker,
I'm
on a point of inquiry, then I ask for a motion to overrule the presider and ask for a call of the vote. That's all I'm asking.
Eventually, a recess was called, which stretched through the rest of the morning.
We're back from recess, but we are still without a quorum, so I'm going to recess until 2 p.m.
Nestor Lecanto, KUAM News.